Hi friends, this is Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions. On today's X11 new features video, I want to talk about wall schedules. But first, you watch this intro, I'm going to go grab my hot chocolate. Be right back. All right, we're back. I'm glad you didn't leave. I got my hot chocolate. Let's get started. So, X11 now has natively wall tools and labels. If we pull up the layer display options and scroll all the way down to walls, you'll see a new layer for walls labels. If we turn that off, we get all these markers off, but I want them back on. Wall labels, there we go. Let's zoom out and you'll see this wall schedule, which includes the number, the 2D symbol, we'll talk about that in a little bit here. The wall type is upper wall type, if you're in a pony wall situation with two wall types on top of each other. And then you can put in quite a number of columns here that we'll take a look at in a second. But I want you to notice something. If we draw a wall over here of a different wall type, let's say we draw a straight railing, we get a new wall type here as the label and in the schedule as well. Just like with any schedules now, we can move them to a different location in the schedule, and that number will be automatically updated in both plan view and the schedule numbers. We can also select this interior railing piece here, and I can use this child tool down here, open the row objects. I can open that. And there's the railing specification, so I could change that or something like that. Now, WA07, wall 07, I've actually got several instances of that. So let's select that one, and we can open the WA07 specification dialog box. We could change a number of things about that. We could change the wall types, let's do that. Let's say it's glass block. Do all 7 of them change? Yep. All 7 of them change. Interesting. So, or not 7 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 instances, because we selected this as an instance in the schedule. So glass block, let's change that back to interior 4 new, like that. Now you'll notice I have my existing walls are set. I'm going to open these, select this wall and Command E on my keyboard, Control E if you're on a PC. So I've unchecked Include in Schedule, this option here under the General tab. And then I went to the object or the wall specification label, and I specified a label here, just called it exist. So that's what's shown in the plan. In the schedules here, they have columns that are already included. Cap height is something I was playing with. I would love to show the height. I've made a request in Chief Architect reporting. I would love to show the height of where that, say, you've got a shower cap, a framed wall up to 48 inches or 42 or wherever that is. I would like to show that height where it changes and transitions to glass. It'd be a nice touch there. So I'm going to remove that column. It's playing around, it didn't work. Anyway, we can see the number, that's the schedule number, 2D symbol, how that works in plan view. That's not quite working yet in this beta version. I've reported that. Hopefully they'll fix that in the 2D symbol situation, particularly in the areas where it's where you've got a pony wall and you've got two walls on top of each other. That's the pony wall definition of in Chief Architect, yes. Wall type, that's the name of the upper wall type in a pony wall situation. Wall construction, so we've got upper and lower. The pony wall plan display, is it drawn, have you selected like upper and lower parts, or upper wall and lower outline, or lower wall and upper outline, etc. That's what that's showing. Wall footing, does it have a footing under it? What size? Quantity, how many of these wall instances are there in the plan, and what floor are they on? It's because we can select all floors or one floor at a time that way. We also have things like you can add code, comments, cavity R value, continuous R value if you want to show that. We can add, I did notice this in the beta version here in several of the schedules actually, you can add the same column more than once. I haven't thought of a way that you would want to include the same column twice in the same schedule, but maybe somebody has a reason for that. Is it no locate or no room definition? These type of columns are true-false columns. Same with like attic wall. There was another one. Is railing. That's a true-false situation. Just those are answers in the column. Wall balloons through ceiling above. Do you want to show that? What supplier? You can show the length of the wall and the wall type. If I do show length of the wall here, that actually is going to break out. Instead of having 4 of WA07, now WA03 is the same. Let's put them up here together. WA03 and 04 are the same wall type, but we have different wall lengths of them. So there's 1, 2, 3 of one length, this 103 and 7/16, and one instance of this 131.5 inches. It'd be awesome if we could not show the length of it per se, but sum up the length of all the instances that are interior for new. I'm going to take this out, wall length, remove. Now they'll go back to all being WA03. I would love to do a macro that can sum up the values and put that in there. What other cool? Total width of the wall, great. Let's look at what they do provide here. Upper wall construction, you can see from exterior to interior, we're doing lap siding, house wrap, OSB 7/16. First stud, 24 on center, is the way this one is set up. I could change that. Don't double click, just open. And wall types, I'm going to define this wall type as first stud 16 on center. And now that's first stud 16 on center, 5.5 inches thick. It'd be great if we could, make it for stud 2x6 at 16. Otherwise, this is just telling it what material is being used for that layer and how thick that layer is, 5.5 inches. And then drywall 1/2 inch on the inside. Hey, a little bonus here. I was just playing and I changed this to an invisible wall. Change it back to a visible wall. And it does not change changing the status of visible or invisible does not change the wall schedule. In order to do that, I have to make this invisible wall the wall type of room divider. And then go into the schedule and make sure that room divider is deselected from objects to include. If I select it, room divider will remain as a wall type that is counted in the wall schedule. So let's go back into the wall schedule specification, scroll down objects to include, and find room divider. If we uncheck that, it will not make that wall type in the wall schedule. The other alternative would be select this and select each wall that you don't want to include in the schedule and uncheck that, include in schedule. This way though, you can do it, just set the wall type and it won't ever be included in the schedule. Room divider won't ever be included. I'm curious, are you planning to use this wall schedule tool? If so, what columns are you going to include in your schedule? You're going to use the default one that Chief X11 comes with, or kind of create your own? What do you like to see in your schedule? Now you have kind of an idea. I used to use, and I may still use for a little while, a library object. We'll see how we can work this out. All right, Tim Schrock here from Design Build Solutions. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a favorite new feature in X11, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, as always, click subscribe right down there, hit the notification bell. I would appreciate the encouragement of a like. Check out my website. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.